Walk over here and see what we got, guys. Don't look too bad. Little 8-point. 13, 14-inch spread. 130 pounds. You know what I say that is? That's some good eating. That's some good eating. Alright guys, welcome to Mason Boys Outdoors. We're here. I killed a small buck this morning just to put a little meat on the table, and I'm going to show y'all how to skin a deer today. First of all, once you get them up to the skinning rack, you cut the slits right behind his hamstrings. This will hold it on the hooks. And so you cut the slits, and then you put the hooks right in there, and that'll hold him the entire time you have him up there. Okay, now that you've got the slits cut, you got it hanging on the single tree. Next step is you want to cut a little slit here, a little slit there. And you just come straight down this leg to the center on each side. You can see, you'll be able to see a center line right here. I'll do this side with this knife. Now I'll show you this other side with a Wyoming knife. I know this isn't a Wyoming knife, but it has the hook on it. And you'll take that hook and put it right in that slit that you cut. Just pull it straight down and go all the way down. You want to go all the way down as far as you can, all the way up to its neck. And then your next step, you want to cut around the legs here. You want to be very careful back here, especially with a sharp knife. You do not want to cut this hamstring. It makes it much more difficult to hang the deer. Get a smaller knife, that'd help. Then do the same thing on this side. You can just stick it in like that, cut right around. You'll take it where it makes the point, cut it up like that. And all this right here is a bruise from where he's been fighting. So if you see that, you know there's a bigger buck in the area, which I seen a glimpse of him. This buck was following a doe. The doe comes out, and you only have 2-3 seconds at the most if they're steady walking to shoot. And I got ready because it's the time of year that if a doe comes out, you get ready for the buck. And sure enough, buck come out right behind there, and I took him. And so I hunting for any trophies. I was hunting for meat. So when I seen the meat, I took it. So you want to cut the tail off before you get too far back there. So you can just pull it on down. Alright, so you get this far, you get the legs cut, you get the tail cut off, you get it cut all the way down there, and then you just, I'm going to let it up some more, and we'll do the same thing here. Make sure you hold it up a little high so you can see it. We're going to cut it here and here, just like we did up there, and we're going to split it from here back to the center line on both sides again, and then we're going to continue this all the way down to the neck so we can cut all that off and get the neck roast out of it. You want to take the hook, put it right in there. Just give it a good pull. If you're not worried about a mount or a trophy or anything, it doesn't matter where you come up. There. Just cut these on around. Then you can just hollow these out. I like to start from up here and hollow it back down to the smaller part of the leg. Cutting it down the throat right now. Getting it a little further down the line. Alright, now we got it all skin out like that. Lower it back down. Just pull the hide down. Shot him a little bit to the right. Shot him in front of the shoulder, and I was aiming at the shoulder. I'll check my rifle again before I go back hunting. Well, I was a little bit off. I don't like being a little bit off. But it does happen. Now we got it down to here. We're going to cut the neck off, cut the head off, and then we'll just gut him. Just cut all the fat off of the throat, cut it down to the bone, through the trachea. Then you can just go get a saw. You can actually just twist it off. A lot of different things to take the head off, but we have a sawzall.
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to the camera. Here, hold the leg.
That is a good one.
There's a better one behind it.
That's always the decision. Is there a better one behind it, or should I let it go and take that chance?
Hunting things like the dummy line, you only got 2 seconds.
That's right.
If that big one ain't right on her tail, and one like this comes out, hey, I'm hunting meat.
That's right.
I'd have rather had the big one, but if he's still out there, I might get him in the morning.
That's right. I might get him this afternoon. Where he cut his, his right hand, where he cut his fingers, was so sore he couldn't even use them. So he had that pizza. He just started using these fingers, and he had that pizza with a bracasse trying to get like that, eat it. It was funny.
How old is he?
10.
10. Broke his arm on a hoverboard, and then 2 days later?
3 days later.
3 days later, he got 4 stitches in
his finger and 1 in the other one. He cut all 3 fingers. He got 4 in his pinky and 1 in his ring finger. Trying to stab a butcher knife in the table.
Yeah.
I asked him, I said, did you just stab it once or did you stab it a bunch? He said a bunch. I was seeing how deep I could stab it.
That's Mannix.
I cut it right through there.
Now we want to cut it right down the brisket here. All the way. You can feel it. Feel the end of it right there. So we want to get it all the way down through the meat. And you can cut that brisket. You can do it with a pocket knife. You can do it with limb snips. What's your favorite way to do it, Wade?
The snips.
The snips.
Yeah. The saws, you can also do it with a sawzall.
Yeah.
I would the sawzall upside down, but I don't like doing that. It got a tendency to grab and pull and get in the guts.
Yeah.
With the snips, you got less chance of popping the guts. So you got a little hole right in there. The trick is after you cut, you got to jab it down to get that next cut. There's always one more bone way back there. You gotta get. I think I got it.
Alright. And you can stick the knife in there. The guts aren't down here. The guts are up here. So you can jab a little bit down here where the heart and some lungs and whatever else. Major organs, but nothing that stinks. There, we got it.
These horns been broke off, ain't they?
Yeah. Yeah, probably from that buck that was following it.
Yep, yep, the one behind them.
He's got some bruises right here too.
Oh yeah, sure do.
All right, next step we're gonna gut it. I don't think I'm gonna show you the full gutting because I don't think YouTube allows all the grossness of it, like the blood and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
But I'll show you how to do it. We can cut down right here. It's not going to get too gross. You get down right here on the pelvic bone, and you go down. You got to go down both sides of it. At least we always have. You go down that side, and then you come around, and you can feel it, and go right down the other side. And we'll take that sawzall, cut on either side of that, and then pull out all of his innards there, all his pea-sac and all that. We'll pull all that out, and we'll cut down from right here to where we split him right down here with the snips, and then all of his guts and innards will fall into the gut bucket. From there, we just wash him off. We'll cut slits in between his ribs for handles and put them in the hang-up cooler. Thanks for watching Mason Boys Outdoors. I'm Shane Mason. This is my brother Wade Mason. God bless you. See you in the woods.
Happy hunting.